Hello and welcome to the Santa Barbara CALSOAP Virtual College Fair. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, or afternoon actually for all of you. We have a few housekeeping announcements before we get started. Remember, you can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. You can direct your questions to a specific school by including the name of the school or schools in with your question, or you can leave a question for all of our representatives to answer about their awesome programs. Your camera and your microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. That's again why that Q&A button is so important. This is just one of many different sessions that are happening, so we hope that you'll sign up for more sessions that will follow this one today. And this presentation, like all of the presentations, is being recorded. They will all be available in about a week's time at the same website where you registered, stryscan.com/CalSoap. All right, I'd like to welcome our presenters and kick it off tonight. We're going to be hearing first from Regent University.
Well, hello, everybody. My name is Mackenzie, and I just want to take a few moments to share a little bit with you about who we are as Regent University. So first and foremost, Regent University is a four-year nonprofit Christian university, and we are located in Virginia Beach, Virginia. So we're on the other side of the coast. And we have our online degree programs as well, but our student population does represent all 50 states, 90 countries, and 40 denominations. So you can definitely say we have quite a diverse population. You'll also see on this slide our average test scores and GPA. At Regent, we do look at the student holistically throughout the admissions process, and what that means is we look beyond your transcripts and SAT scores. So we'll take into account extracurricular activities, difficulties of the classes you're currently taking, and other information that will be submitted within the application. You will also see the average SAT and ACT scores listed on this slide, but keep in mind we are test optional this year, but we do encourage you submit your test scores if you have taken them. At Regent, we do have over 11,000 students, but 4,400 of them are our undergraduate students who make up our student population for our undergraduates. And these students are either taking classes online, they live on campus, or they'll commute from our local area. You'll also see here 90% of our full-time faculty hold the highest degree in their discipline, and many of them actively work in their fields, and it just really allows our students to have that real-world experience. And then lastly, our student-to-faculty ratio is 17:1. In this smaller classroom dynamic, it's allowed our students to receive a very personalized instructions from their professors, and we love to say here at Regent, you will never be lost in a large lecture hall. But we do realize that figuring out your finances is going to be a huge factor when it comes to what school you will choose. So at Regent, we are committed to making our education extremely affordable. We do rank in the top 5% of most affordable private Christian colleges and universities. The cost you see on the screen is across the board for all students. We are a private university, like I had mentioned, so we do not have in-state or out-of-state tuition. Over 85% of our undergraduate students will receive some sort of aid, and we have a number of institutional opportunities for aid, and we do encourage all of our students to fill out the FAFSA and take advantage of federal aid. And then on the bottom right of this screen, you will see what we call our net price calculator, and it's a really excellent resource for you to break down your costs based on your individual circumstances. But I love to say here at Regent, we are your one-stop shop when it comes to pursuing your education. We offer over 135 different programs of study. And I actually think I just received an email today and it's now over 150 different programs of study, from associate's degrees all the way through our doctoral PhD programs. And we even have a law school on our campus. But for those students who do desire to pursue their degree with more of a classical approach, we do offer our honors college, and it's a really challenging curriculum, but it's in a collaborative cohort style learning environment. So if that's better suited for your needs, definitely take advantage of that. And by participating in the honors program, there are many benefits, including exclusive scholarships, extensive mentorships from our faculty members, and you even get to register for class first. So that's a big perk there. We do offer apartment-style student housing on campus with free parking. Yes, freshmen can have a car. We offer free laundry and a 24-hour fitness center, and all of our apartments will have a fully furnished kitchen in each suite. And we are ranked in the top 5 for safest college campuses in Virginia. But here at Regent, we want to surround you with every resource you need to earn a quality education and have a great experience overall. And all of our services, from our academic support center to our Center for Student Happiness, are available to you from the moment you inquire with us through even when you are a Regent alumni. We do understand that your college experience will involve every aspect of your life, and here at Regent, we offer a lot of opportunities outside of the classroom. For example, we have over 55 student-led organizations, including Surf Club. Like I said, we're very close to the beach. Moot Court, we have our law school, and we have our student activities board. And we do offer over 9 collegiate sports, as well as club and intramural sports. And then, fun fact about Regent, we are extremely military-friendly campus, and we have over 30% of our population is military affiliated in some way. So if you are interested in a military career, we offer several programs like ROTC and other scholarships. But I've said it a couple times, Regent is located in coastal Virginia Beach, Virginia, only a short 20-minute drive to the boardwalk. In the state of Virginia, there are 38 state parks and 21 national parks, so it's a perfect place to venture out and explore over the weekends. Virginia is also home to several historic sites, including nearby historic Williamsburg. And we also have just a lot of great access to things like DC and the Outer Banks. We are open for tours, and we would love for you to come check us out. If you're unable to join us for a virtual tour or unable to join us for an in-person tour, we have a virtual on-campus tour that you can definitely take advantage of. And you can apply online or call and speak with one of our admissions counselors, and they will waive that application fee for you if you do give us a call. We also operate unrolling admissions, so it's not too late to apply for this coming fall. I'll go ahead and put some information in the chat for you to follow up with me if you have any questions. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mackenzie, for sharing Regent with all of us tonight. All right, we're off to our next school. We'll be hearing from Fulso University.
Excellent. Thank you. Hi, everybody. I hope you are doing well. So to kick off, for those who may not be super familiar with us, Fulso University is a college over in the Orlando area of Florida. We are technically in Winter Park, but that's a suburb of Orlando. We focus on teaching things involved with entertainment, media, arts, and technology. So this means that we offer degrees in things like filmmaking, video game design, music production, IT, computer animation, everything like that. That's the kind of stuff that we teach. It is going to be a little focused on these different industries, not as broad, but it's going to focus on a few very specific things. Overall, we do offer over 40 different degree programs, but they all fall into one of these 8 areas of study. So these are ultimately going to be the categories for the different degree program tracks that students can pursue. And really, when you look at this, it gives you a good idea on the type of curriculum that we are focusing on. So while this will represent the types of things that we teach, our curriculum itself is best described as being very fast-paced and laser-focused. By this, I mean we are going to have a very intense degree program, but it's all meant to match what you would experience within these industries that you could be going into. So our degree programs are completed in less than half the time than they would traditionally be. Our campus students are going to be on campus anywhere from 32 to 40 hours per week to match the types of hours that you would find in these real world industries. But because of that, they are earning their credits faster. Each class is only going to last 1 month. And every month, students are starting and finishing another series of classes, meaning that a bachelor's degree with us for our campus students can be completed in 20 months if they stay on track. This month-to-month change in classes also means that there's more flexibility with start time. Rather than just having the traditional 3 start dates a year of spring, summer, and fall, we have 12. So a lot more flexibility so that you are able to start classes whenever you're ready, whether that is right out of high school a month later, or maybe if you need a couple of months after the normal August timeframe for starting classes, you would have that availability. Our curriculum is also going to be very much project-based. To match what you would face in the real world, it's going to focus more on actually creating, presenting, doing the things that you are learning to do versus having a heavy focus on tests. And of course, to do all this work, you're going to need to make sure that you have the industry standard equipment. So we make sure that that is provided to you through something we call our project launch box. This is going to be all the hardware and software that you need going into these fields. This is included within our cost of tuition, and students get to keep this after they graduate. It's theirs. So this is what our students are bringing with them every day to class. This is what they're doing their work on, and then they have access to that after they leave. So that's a little bit with curriculum. And as I mentioned, it is a little intense. It's pretty fast paced, but that is not to say that there is not time to have student life, to get involved in different organizations and clubs around the university. You can kind of see a short list here. This does not include every club that we have available to students, but just highlights a few of them. Some of these clubs are going to be more focused on the academic side of things. So like our 3300 and Climbing Club is our music business student club. We have our Collegiate DECA Club. We have the National Society of Collegiate Scholars. While on the other end, we have things like our Airsoft Club, the Cosplay Club, the Tabletop Gaming Club. One of these that you can see here, the Armada Esports Club, has actually transitioned itself into being our only collegiate esports team. We have, or our collegiate sports team, the Armada Esports team. And, you know, what's the point of having an esports team if you can't have a really cool stadium to perform in? So we have the Fulso University Orlando Health Fortress. This is not only our esports stadium, this is the largest esports stadium on a college campus in the United States. And this is where our team plays. This is where we host our competitions, as well as a variety of other events when the esports competitions aren't happening. Now, going into fields like this, understandably, students want to get an idea about what comes after college. And we are very dedicated to that as well. We have an entire team that is there to assist our students, as well as our graduates, with finding work and getting ready for work. We currently have graduates working at these different companies that are shown, as well as plenty of others. And there are more than 60 career advisors working for this team. Plus, an added benefit to our degrees is we consider all of our degrees lifelong resources. This means that our graduates can come back and they can audit any classes from the current version of the degree they earned for no additional cost for the rest of their life, as many times as they need to. So it's constantly a resource for them to learn more about what they need. And outside of just having grads working for these companies, we also do kind of like to promote that we have grads who can even get critical recognition for their work. So you can see for the major award ceremonies for a few of these industries, the Academy Awards, the Grammys, the Game Awards, we have had a fair number of graduates credited on nominated projects. Just this is the most recent award ceremony numbers. So within the last year, these different numbers for each of these ceremonies here. But with all of that, next steps, things to pay attention to. So at Fulso University, we will accept outside scholarships. Feel free to apply for any of those. We do also have several of our own university-specific scholarships. We keep a scholarship guide right on our website, and I'll include a link to that in the chat. I also recommend taking a tour. We do have physical, like on-campus tours again, which is wonderful to say, but we are also offering tours virtually still. The most in-depth version of this that we offer is called the Behind the Scenes Tour, which you can see the next upcoming dates for right there. Otherwise, of course, please feel free to follow us on any of the social media platforms. These constantly stay up to date, and it's a good way to not only see what our students are doing, but they also like to show off what our grads are up to. Otherwise, I'll go ahead and close out here, and I hope that you all enjoy the rest of this presentation.
Thank you so much, Jason, for sharing Fulso with everyone tonight. All right, our next school, we're taking a trip to New York. We're going to Marymount Manhattan College.
Thank you so much. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. All righty. Well, hello, everybody. My name is Amanda Hudson, and I am an admission counselor here at Marymount Manhattan College. I am also an alum of Marymount. I graduated in 2017. I'm currently covering for Alexis McPadden. She is the California representative for Marymount. So at the end of this, I will put her information in the chat box, but I'm happy to be with you here tonight. Some quick facts about Marymount. We are on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. A lot of people think of Gossip Girl, right, when they hear that. We are on 71st Street between 2nd and 3rd Avenue, and we do have 2 residence halls, one in Midtown Manhattan, Midtown East, which is about a 15-minute walk. I'm from Florida, and I know California is similar where you drive everywhere, right? But walking in New York is definitely the main way of getting around. So a 15-minute walk is pretty quick. Upperclassmen do take the subway from the Lower East Side, and that is about a 20-minute subway ride. So that's just kind of where we're located in the city, but some quick facts about us. We are a pretty small school, about 1,900 students in total. We are a private 4-year institution. So our student to faculty ratio is 11:1, and our average class size is 15. Now that goes for all of our classes, from gen eds to electives to classes around your major. We do not even have a lecture hall on campus. So you're never going to be student 200 of 200 fighting to get your question answered, okay? So lots of individualized attention. We offer 31 majors and 45 minors, which I will showcase in just a moment. And we have students from all over the country and the world. 33 countries, 49 states, as well as Puerto Rico. And we definitely get quite a large number of students every year from California. So again, these are the majors that I was speaking about, most of which can double as a minor. And of course, we have other minors that you could see on our website, but these are the main programs that we have to offer. So business, humanities, and social sciences, communication and media arts, sciences, and then fine and performing arts. So we really run the gamut on variety. Lots of students will double major. We even had a student who triple majored and double minored once. Not saying you have to do all that, right? But just to really kind of, give you a testament to how flexible Marymount is with the students in the curriculum. Study abroad. We do not have a Marymount Manhattan College anywhere else in the world, but this is to your benefit because instead of being limited to where those international campuses would be, you can really go anywhere. We've had students go to over 50 countries and counting thus far, and you can go for a semester, a summer, a full year. I had a friend when I was at Marymount who studied abroad in Japan for a year and a half. And now she is a translator for the Japanese language in the Navy, which is pretty crazy and awesome. So it's so interesting where study abroad can take you not just around the globe, but in your career as well. Clubs and organizations, definitely no lack of ways to get involved. Everything from a mock debate team, sketch comedy club, hip hop dance crew, school newspaper, community service clubs, clubs for diversity and inclusion. We really are a strong, tight-knit community here at Marymount. So lots of different ways to get involved. We are rolling admission, so you can still apply. We have extended our deposit deadline to June 1st, so you have 2 weeks until that. But again, we are rolling admission, so if you do need a little more time after June 1st, we're happy to work with you on that. So feel free to either submit the Marymount app or the Common application. We are test optional. So, the averages are there for you to look at, 1100 or 24 ACT, but we are test optional. The average GPA of an accepted student is about a 3.6, okay? So those deadlines are there for maybe juniors that are watching this. Early decision, we offer early decision, which is a November 1st deadline. We have early action, which is unlike early decision, which is a binding commitment. If you're accepted to Marymount, that means you're attending. Early action is not binding, right? So I always recommend all students apply early action, which is a December 1st deadline. And then again, anything after that is rolling admission, okay? As far as cost for a private school in Manhattan, definitely not bad. All in all, room and board tuition, $56,304. We do offer up to $18,000 in academic scholarship. We also offer competitive-based scholarships for art history, dance, theater of up to $10,000. And yes, you can get both of those, right? So maybe you get 12 academically and 8 theatrically. That's $20,000 a year. That's all yours. And then, of course, we always encourage external scholarships and submitting the FAFSA. So not only do we accept anything that the FAFSA may award you, but our financial aid office also does a separate independent review, and they could determine a need as well. So lots of options to make us all the more affordable, okay? So that is about it. This here on the screen is my information, but again, I am going to post Alexis's information in the chat box. Feel free to follow us on social media. We are open for in-person tours, so we would love to see you on campus or see you on our socials, and I hope you all have a great evening.
Thank you so much, Amanda, for presenting on Marymount Manhattan. All right, we've heard from 3 great schools. We've got a couple more to go. So if anyone has questions, please don't forget, you can use that Q&A button to drop in any questions, and be sure to grab the contact information from the chat for follow-up later. All right, the next school we're hearing from today will be Seton Hall University.
You and hello, my name is Gina Wright. I am the Assistant Director of Admissions for students in the Southwest at Seton Hall University. Seton Hall is located in the quaint town of South Orange, New Jersey, just 14 miles west of New York City. We offer all of the advantages of a large research university coupled with the benefits of a small, supportive, and nurturing environment. And we like to say that we are home to the mind, heart, and spirit. Being just 14 miles from Manhattan definitely has its perks. I like to say that we give our students the best of both worlds in the sense that they have a quaint suburb to come home to, but then direct train access straight into Manhattan in about 35 minutes. We're also about 7 minutes from the nearest hiking trail, an hour from the nearest beach, an hour from the nearest mountain. So definitely you'll get access to take advantage of the outdoors as well while you are in New Jersey. We are a medium-sized institution. The average class size is about 21 students. We don't have too many lecture halls on campus, although at the kind of lower level courses, our students will have a couple. 14-to-1 student faculty ratio, and our faculty is definitely there to mentor our students throughout their time with us. We are a campus where faculty members really take the time to get to know our students as much as they can and as much as students would like to be known. So that is also a perk of our size and kind of the nature of our community and our Catholic core. On the right of this slide, you'll see a full list of our colleges. Besides all of the wonderful undergraduate programs that we offer our students, I always like to point out that a big reason why students find us from the West Coast is for our dual degree program options. So we have about 32 program options that take students straight to their master's or their doctorate degree, oftentimes with a guaranteed seat in graduate school. Sometimes the seat's not guaranteed, but there are several perks. For example, with our Join MD program, students have a guaranteed interview for medical school, and that's really wonderful. And they're bumped to the top of the list for matching for their residency later on, which is also a huge perk. So that program tends to be very popular. We also have 5 health science options, which you can see there on the left side of the slide. We just launched a new partnership with Stevens Institute of Technology for students interested in AI and engineering. And we also have 5 very popular dual law programs, and that is with our law school, the Seton Hall Law School there in Newark. So these are just a few. There are several others, as I mentioned, and as I mentioned, a big reason why students come to find us at Seton Hall. In addition to offering really wonderful program options, we are big on supporting our students and helping them to thrive in their classes. And so we do offer several opportunities for students to receive tutoring, whether that be in their dorms. Let's say a student's in a very intense program and they need tutoring at odd hours of the evening. We do have a late night hour tutoring in the residence available for our students. We also have a Center for Academic Success, and we're also encouraging our students to connect early, and we pair them with a peer mentor before they even arrive on campus. The peer advisor program is something that really sets us apart. The peer advisors are our students' first friend on campus. They help them acclimate socially, and then everyone will be involved in a university life class when they first arrive. They'll be put in kind of a university life group, and they'll meet those students at orientation. And so they have a group of friends to track with right from the start, which is really wonderful. I also love our First 56 Days initiative, which we launch in conjunction with our peer advisors, where students have an activity on the green every day for the first 56 days they're at school. So definitely a lot of support as students transition across the country. On this next slide, you'll see Seton Hall is actually ranked number 4 in the nation for our internship program. A lot of students have 3 to 5 by the time they graduate. And this has helped place Seton Hall in the top 25 for highest paid grads. And our students' mid-career earnings are about 50% higher than the national average. So a couple of our students on the left side of that slide there, and some internships that they've held during their time with us. Seton Hall students love to have fun, so we have over 150 clubs and organizations on campus. Our Shuna team, our Model UN team Shuna, was actually ranked number 12 in the nation last year, which is really exciting. We also have a very competitive debate team that's won over 1,000 awards, thousands of awards rather. They're quite competitive and typically traveling in a normal year. And we also have wonderful ensembles on campus students can get involved in, and several other clubs to be involved in as well, including the number one ranked ranked college radio station in the country, and WSOU, our college radio station, has won the Marconi Award more than once, which is really exciting. We are a Division I school, so we're actually able to offer students that big school spirit environment paired with small class sizes, which is really nice. About 50% of our student body participates in club and intramural sports, and about 30% of our student body participates in Greek life. So a lot going on outside of the classroom as well. I list the Interprofessional Health Sciences campus on the left side of the slide because it is fairly new. It's set up with all of the most high-tech equipment. We have actors that come in to work with our students, high-tech AI for them to work with before they even go out on their internships, their clinical rotations. And it's interprofessional, meaning that the nurses will be supporting the MD students throughout their time in the college, and so on and so forth. We also have the #1 ranked leadership program in the country. So lots of opportunity for mentorship and leadership coaching throughout their time at the university if students are selected for that program. This is a list of our application requirements and our deadlines. The only 2 programs at the university right now that are requiring test scores are our Joint MD program and any major offered through our School of Education. This is our visiting link. If you'd like to jump in on a virtual interview or tour, you can actually click on that link to register. And this is my contact information. So with that, I will send things back to Jennifer. And thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Gina, for presenting on Seton Hall today. All right, the next school that we'll be hearing from is New School of Architecture and Design. Marcelo, we are, oh, great.
Got it. I'm so sorry.
You got it.
Good afternoon,
We
everyone.
all understand.
My name is Marcelo Gomez. My colleague Raul Moreno, he's the main point of contact at the school when it comes to admissions questions and that sort of thing. But first, before we get started, I'm gonna share with you guys a promo video that kind of showcase our school, and then I'm gonna go over a lot of great information with you guys in the short amount of time that we have.
Marcelo, we don't have the screen shared yet for you, so we can't see that. Marcelo, is there supposed to be sound for the video?
It's just music, so
Okay.
yes, it's little highlighted points.
Okay. Then
Cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. It just kind of showcased a little bit about New School and their campus and what life is like out here. Now I'm going to share with you guys some information about New School. If I can just get it to, here we go. Sorry about that. So New School of Architecture and Design, we've been around for a very long time. We've been around for 40 years now.
Marcelo, I'm sorry to interrupt one more time. Would you like
Sure.
to take it to the full screen version so it'll be easier for everyone to read?
I thought I had it on full screen. I'm sorry.
That's okay. We all have lived in the Zoom online life. We know. 2020 and 2021 for sure.
Is
If
it
you need
still?
to share for a minute. Yeah, no, we're not actually seeing, I'm not seeing anything move on the screen actually. I'm afraid it might actually be frozen. If you want to unshare and then reshare it, I've got your time paused. We're fine. You can get this fixed.
Is it better now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Excellent. Okay.
Awesome.
There you go.
Sorry,
away.
guys. All right. So New School of Architecture and Design has been around for 40 years now. We're located in downtown San Diego in an urban environment. So we're not like your typical campus with a lot of landscaping and that sort of thing, but our campus is located in downtown San Diego for a lot of reasons. One, because of all the construction that's going on throughout San Diego and of course throughout the United States. And we want students to be able to experience that hands-on while learning through the programs. So professors do encourage students to get out on the field and go travel into the different parts of San Diego to get inspired and to also learn about the different architecture and designs. These are the different programs that we offer: architecture, construction management, interior architecture and design, interactive media and graphic design, and product design. And in the next few slides, I'm going to give you guys an example of what each program focuses on, or what the students work on while they're in school, so you can get an idea of what the program entails. We are an accredited college by the Western Associations of Schools and Colleges, so we are a degree-granted university. And also, like architecture, it is a professional degree, and in some cases, you do need licenses. And so we are programmatic accredited by the National Architecture Accrediting Board. Just to give you kind of an example of what each program represents. So construction management is technically a business degree that focuses on the construction industry. So not too many design classes with that particular program, but students do take a few just to understand what architecture and design it goes through to get that project done. So they kind of work hand in hand with architectures to be able to work on projects. Architecture is our main program here. So an architecture does everything from designs buildings to design parks to design a lot of different areas where people play, live, or work. Students who pursue an architecture degree, a lot of them minor in construction management. So that is an option that we provide for them so they can be more marketable in the workforce. When it comes to the architecture degree, we do offer two bachelor's degree. One is a licensing route option and the other one is a non-licensing route. So the non-licensing route option for the bachelor's degree, it is a 4-year degree, but the licensing route for an architecture bachelor's degree, it is a 5-year degree, and that's for licensing purposes, so the students can meet the requirements in order to pursue licensing. Also, we do offer a master's degree in architecture and construction management. Interior architecture and design focuses on all the components of colors and design and that sort of thing, but it also has an architecture component to it. So students who graduate from this program, they'll be able to restructure an entire interior location. Now that I talked to you a little bit about the architecture and construction management program, I want to show you a little bit about the design programs that we offer here. So graphic design and interactive media focuses on everything from colors to different designs. And it also has a small component of video games. So if you're the type of student that loves to draw, but don't know what to do with those skills and what type of careers to go into, definitely look into the graphic design and interactive media. And you can see some student example work there. The other degree is product design. And product design, if you want to kind of get a grasp of what it is, just look around you. Everything from the TV to your computer to the chair you're sitting on, those are all product design. So these are students who are trying to solve real world problems or design something that's very user-friendly or could benefit the community and make it into their own and be able to have other people make it into use it for themselves as well. Some of those projects there, some of the students, they took to heart and they actually researched what needed to be done. And they worked on that project and researched it before they provided in a portfolio and that sort of thing. One cool thing about the school is that it is a hands-on type of school. So students are learning by doing and working on similar projects that they will work in the industry. It is also a small school. So we have a little bit over 450 students. So class sizes are smaller than a lot of different state colleges and universities out there. So you do get a lot of one-on-one with professors and be able to interact with other students. And like the video showed, our classrooms are set up like the real world experience. So you have cubicles, design workstation, and other areas that you can learn with the different programs. We do offer financial aid and scholarships On our website, you'll be able to see a different scholarships that we offer to our new and current students. When it comes to scholarships, if you want to go ahead and submit an application for scholarships, you're more than welcome to. And if you get it, great. But the only thing is that you're only going to be able to use it here at our school. So a lot of great information that I have to go over with you, but my time here is very limited as far as student life and housing. But I want to give you the opportunity to connect with us before I go. So you can always scan there or reach out to Raul Moreno directly, and we'll be more than happy to answer all your questions. Hopefully we'll get to see you guys. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Marcelo, so much for sharing about the New School of Architecture and Design. We got through that tech, and trust me, everyone really understands. So thank you for bearing with us and making it work. All right, so before we wrap up, we have a few more minutes together, and I would love to, as you can see, all of our representatives are coming back on camera. I'm going to have everyone answer a question together. But before we do that, I just wanted to let our attendees know and anyone watching this later on that unfortunately Roanoke College let us know they weren't able to attend tonight. They're really sorry about that, but they do hope that you will head to their website where you can find all of the admissions and academic and student life information to learn more today. And they hope that you'll reach out to ask questions and get to know them better as well. So just wanted to let everyone know that. All right, so now that I'm inviting all of our representatives to come back on screen together, I'd love to hear from each of you to share about a favorite campus event, tradition, or program. It can be your favorite or favorite of the students. We'll go in the exact same order that we presented. So we're going to start with Regent. So thank you, Mackenzie, for starting us again tonight. And as the person ahead of you finishes, feel free to just turn on your microphone and answer the question, and we'll just flow from person to person. So thank you so much. Mackenzie?
One of my favorite events that takes place on campus is our Christmas Village. It's a great time where we just kind of deck out the entire campus. There's like a Santa's workshop. We do a really special Christmas tree lighting. And it goes beyond just the Regent campus. The entire Virginia Beach area comes and attends, and there's a little farmer's market. So it's just a really cool opportunity for the community to come together. And there's always a ton of engagements too. People will always end up proposing there too. So it's fun to see.
Awesome. So at Fulso University, one of our biggest events that we do every year is something called Hall of Fame, where we recognize several of our graduates who are out there working in their industries, contributing, who have been out in these fields for over 10 years and have done something to give back to our students. So whether that's in the form of guest lectures or whatever it might be to help our student body out, we honor them. We put them in our Hall of Fame. And it's a whole week of student life. We do an event where we have real life Mario Kart battle mode, where we have RC cars with little plastic forks on the front and balloons on the back. So you're trying to pop the balloons on the other RC cars. Plus, we have lectures from these Hall of Fame graduates. So graduates who are out working in the field, sharing a little bit of their experiences, talking about what it is they do on a day-to-day basis. And it's always awesome to see. And it doesn't hurt that the university brings in like a dozen food trucks every day of the week for both faculty, staff, and students to use.
Here at Marymount, I would definitely say the most exciting thing about starting the school year is our Apple Fest. We have a giant block party on 71st Street between 2nd and 3rd, and to shut down New York City traffic, that's you know it has to be a good event. You have to bring it, or else the city will not be too happy. But we have a whole block party with like inflatable games like the jousting and slides and Apple related foods and desserts, and the clubs and organizations line up down 71st Street, and all of the students, it's like a welcome to the school year, but also get familiar with our clubs, sign up to be on their mailing list. So it's a great way to kind of get acclimated to what we have going on campus, and also welcome everyone in the beautiful fall weather in New York City. So Apple Fest is definitely, I know for me, one of my favorite events, and I know it's a student favorite as well.
So kind of similarly, we have a spring fling carnival every year. So we have vendors come in and they bring in carnival games, and we usually have some sort of really well-known performer come. And with COVID this year, our student activities board was getting very creative with the kind of virtual activities they could be throwing for students that were attending virtually. We did have students on campus as well, so they were doing double duty, but Jason Derulo actually did a private concert for our students, and that was really cool. I think the year prior they had Jesse McCartney, and they usually bring on just someone on campus who's pretty well known. So students look forward to that every year.
For NewSchool, I would say it's the grad show every year. It's a students who are graduating and like a careers fair, so to speak. So we invite different employers throughout the country, and they'll come and set up their tables. So the students have all their portfolio work and different designs that they did while in school. So as the employers are walking around looking at the different portfolios, some students, they will get the opportunity to interview with that employer right on the spot, or they'll get invited into an interview. I heard in some occasions that students have even received a job offer while at the grad show. So it's really exciting to see everyone happy, smiling. Finally got to finish the program, because it is a very intensive program when it comes to architecture. Students are burning candles and you know, just doing the best that they can do to be able to finish their projects. So to see kind of students get rewarded right on the spot from prospective employers, and they're jumping for joy and we're clapping for them. And of course, all the food that we have there, I think that's a great experience, because that's why our students come to school, right? To graduate and get a career. So that's very exciting for us.
Awesome. I love this question because it's just so fun to think of all of these events and the spirit and the community. I hope that for everyone watching, you're maybe inspired to go online and check out, you know, how these schools have held their events during the time of COVID and also before, and think, could I see myself on campus as a part of that community? It's a great way to get started as you're diving into your college search. Well, we are coming to the end of our time together tonight. I hope that for everyone who's watching, that you are inspired to check out each of these schools more. 6 minutes is really small. It's only a brief peek at what every one of these schools has to offer, which is so much more. And I hope you're getting a sense these college admission counselors are your #1 resource. They're the people to ask questions to. They want to help you personalize your knowledge and your experience and help you and your family through this whole process. I know it can seem overwhelming and a lot of work, but it's so fun and it's really exciting. Thank you to all of our representatives for not just sharing the facts and figures of your colleges, but the passion, the energy, the excitement that you have for your students' opportunities in and out of the classroom. All right, so for the logistics of ending tonight, when you close your window, there's going to be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. I promise it's short and easy. We would appreciate any feedback that you can provide. And again, this is just one of many sessions that are being hosted, so we hope that you will sign up and attend more. In about a week's time, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the session recordings at that same website where you registered, strivescan.com/CALSOAP. And thanks again, everyone, for taking time out of your day to be here or taking time to watch this later. We appreciate it. Best wishes in your college search. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.